So what's going on, man? I'm back with the Train and Travel Guide, and I have a couple updates I wanted to drop in. Basically, it's been a couple days. It's been since Tuesday evening that I ran last, and it is currently Saturday. So the reason for that, I was going through a couple. I mentioned in the last video that I had some chest pressure, and I ended up getting admitted to the hospital by and staying overnight, admitted to the hospital, basically because of pericarditis. And I don't know how many people like deal with pericarditis or ever had it or episodes, but basically what happens is there's a pericardium sac around your heart that can get inflated or inflamed with fluid or just irritation, whatever, and it causes your heart to feel like there's a weight vest on it, like you can't really you are struggling to breathe, like shortness of breath, and it can be due to several things. Mine was pretty much like a viral infection, so if I get sick with the flu or the cold or something like that, it can actually have a effect on my heart where it gets where the sac just gets filled with fluid. So it's tough for me. It was been tough for me this past couple of days to kind of get out there, and also like mentally, because you go from staying really strong on your regimen to battling a heart disorder, and it's even harder for me to say that that's something that I'm dealing with, but it is the third time I think I've had an issue with pericarditis. The first time was the most severe because I didn't know what I was getting myself, what I was into, like what I was going on, until I got admitted to the hospital. They put me on colchicine the first time, which helps drain the fluid out. But this time is a much more mild episode, and I am on 800 milligrams of probiotics 3 times a day. I mean, not probiotics, ibuprofen 3 times a day to help me to help drain some of the inflammation from there. So I'm making this video because I'm happy to share that with you guys and kind of show you my story a little bit as I go through this marathon. I still am going to run, still going to finish it. Today I'm going to post here that Tuesday evening run. It was about 6 miles and 6.7 miles, and the pace was so slow, guys. I'm talking about like super party pace, 11 something, and basically I was just out there trying to get a little bit wind, like test my chest. I was cleared to run by the doctor and everything like that, but I definitely still felt a little bit tight, shortness of breath, and so I ran, and I was able to get 6.7 before I called my fiance to come pick me up because I didn't make it back home. But I do feel better today. Today I feel like I can go out there and back to my old self. But I am thinking about resting today and tomorrow and kicking it back up again Monday. Because on Monday, we start back up again. I'll have about 5 days. Really, we'll start tomorrow. But I'll have 5 days of intense training before the marathon, before I start to taper down, because that'll put us on the 1st of June. That race is on the 15th, so I'll try to taper down the miles there, but I'm going to need to put in a strong 5 days just to kind of put the cap on that training, especially after missing last week. But I'm not too mad about it. Sometimes your body needs rest. Maybe there was a blessing in disguise that I got this rest in. So about what? It was about 5 days of rest, and now we're getting ready to get back into it. Right. So I'm excited, man. I think this is going to do. It's overall for me. Just to get back into like the mental space that I was in when I put a couple pictures of like me being in the hospital right here and just kind of going through that process. But it's definitely a mental. You're gonna go through different obstacles during a 16-week training program. Like you're gonna get sick. Probably something can happen to you. Family members die. Gotta go travel. Whatever. Something's gonna come up that throws your training off. It's never completely a smooth sailing ship. You're gonna have some type of issue that comes up. You gotta be able to be ready for it and adjust to. So for me, this happened to be a cardiovascular issue where I'm struggling to breathe. All right, well, we need to diagnose like what's my recovery process. Well, they told me anywhere from a couple of days to 2 weeks of healing, and I'm noticing for me it's probably about the a little bit over the week mark to where I'm feeling like I'm back to my old self. So let's take that in, let's adjust into the program. Now we need to rest and we need to figure out how we can operate in a way that's still productive, yet we have this thing happening to us. So your mind has to be sharp and strong for that, be ready for that. I would say my best tip would be, after just going through it again, watch my own self go through, or observing my mind go through its depressions. Pretty much what you have to do is set that rest time and just be focused on rest. I wouldn't think about too much about, I should be out there running or I'm going to miss this or that. Hey, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. You can't stress about that. But one thing my body was trying to do is get rest in and recover. So I need to let it have that time to do that. It kind of gets back into that auto regulation of training. Like, can you set your own? Can you listen to your body well enough and adjust your training on the fly due to what your body is telling you? Right. That takes somebody that's really connected with their mind muscle. Their mind muscle connection is very strong. And for me, obviously, I'm sick, and the doctor told me, I needed to go into the hospital, but the doctor gave me a clean bill to run and just told me that I need to take these medicines and play it by ear. So with that being said, it's on me to make the decision to when I'm ready to return running. And that's important. That's the most important thing there is just let's focus on what's required at the moment. That what was required for me was to accept the reality that I am going to need to take a break from my training, and then take the break and get the proper rest out of it, which I feel I have. And now you need to be able to turn your brain back on to jump into intense training. Very tough, very hard thing to do, to get out of rhythm and then right back on the ball. That's probably the main thing that I would want you to take away from this video. If something happens to you, you have to continue to digest it, and you have to react accordingly and stay on goal, stay on your path. You can't be out here letting one hiccup throw you off of what you set for yourself to do. Part of me making this vlog was for that same reason, so that I have to come back to complete something that I started. And not even just a vlog, like setting a marathon, like set a date, a goal for you to go do something and then do it. That'll help you stay on track. It keeps your mind focused on the goal, on the track. Like if you have a test coming up, if you have a race coming up, you know that you can't let these days go by without doing something toward something for you to get to that goal, or something for you to be ready on race day or test day. Don't let these days slip by because you know you got that test in front of you, or you got that date where you need to be ready by. So that was me for this marathon. That's what I did. Like, now I'm back and I'm ready to get started again. So this video pretty much, if you're one to run, one to do anything like a marathon, something like that, it's gonna take about 16 weeks of prep. It's gonna take a lot of hours in running, and it's also probably gonna be, there's probably gonna be some challenges to where you need to adjust and recalibrate and auto-regulate, your training. So this is my story. This is vlog 5. Still ain't got the drone footage to y'all, but it's on the way. Trust. Either way, the Thailand footage is gonna be beautiful. Like, when we get to Thailand, we gonna go everywhere. Like, we're gonna show you as much as we can. We're bringing the drone out there. We got RD on the camera. I got my new phone. Look, we got the iPad. We got the iPad now. We got the new phone now. My camera work. Garment ready, loaded. You know what I'm saying? Check me out. My boy Doug, shout out to my boy Doug. He got me right on the speakers. I'm telling you, we coming. But anyway, Train and Travel Guide, like, subscribe, comment, all those things. We just gonna keep these videos coming, keep going. It's a real authentic journey. I'm just out here doing what I'm doing and showing it on YouTube, and maybe inspiring somebody else to do the same. But once again, key takeaways: things will happen on your journey. You have to adapt. You have to auto-regulate. All right, have a good one. See y'all next time.